What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a comparison between a very well known fragrance from the Dior line, and I'm talking about Dior Homme Sport 2021 and Dior Homme Sport 2017. If you are a fan of the Dior Homme line, these two for me are my favorite. I'm not the biggest fan of Dior Homme Parfum and Dior Homme Intense. To me, the iris isn't something that I look for in a fragrance. As a lot of you may know, I'm not the biggest fan of iris. It smells good, don't get me wrong. It's a great note and it adds character to, a lot of great fragrances out there, but something about that iris is just not that appealing to me. It's a bit off-putting. So it kind of scares me away when I see iris in a fragrance. But yeah, today we're talking about these two, right? These two are fantastic for the springtime and summer. Spring and summer is just around the corner. We're almost towards the end of winter, and I think it's, the perfect time to talk about these two. Dior Homme Sport 2017 is a discontinued gem, right? It's very hard to find nowadays. As you can see, I've worn it quite a bit. And Dior Homme Sport 2021 is the newest acquisition to the sport flankers. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts and opinions on these two and let you guys know, which one do I find more appealing and whatnot. So let's start off with Sport 2017, obviously. Now this has that blood orange and some citruses, pink pepper, red. It's very zingy, very lively, very vivacious. It has this uplifting refreshing feel, refreshing smell. That grapefruit in here, oh, it is so juicy, right? It's so invigorating, mouth-watering. It really is, and that's what makes me really a big fan of this. That's what I enjoy the most, the zinginess, the citrus from this fragrance. Now, like I said, there's also that pink pepper in here and also some pear and some nutmeg, that geranium, making it a bit aromatic, right? This is very aromatic once it starts going in towards to the mid. And in the base, you get some creaminess, some masculinity coming from the vetiver and the sandalwood. But overall, you get the opening, mid, and base note transitions. You really get the whole list of notes in here. You can really detect each one. So it's spicy, it's woody, fresh, aromatic, slightly sweet and creamy once it starts drying down, and it is fantastic for the springtime especially. I think this is catered more towards the spring. To me, this just screams springtime, and I feel like that's the best season to enjoy this fragrance. It's so great. If you can find this, guys, please get your hands on this or get a sample and try it out for yourself. It's really a stunner. It really is. A lot of people are out to find this for a good price, but I don't see myself smelling, or I should say selling, this fragrance, because it's definitely become one of my favorite fresh fragrances, especially for spring and summer. Fantastic. It's the only time that I wear this. I'm very situational. You can wear this year round, don't get me wrong. You can wear whatever you want, whenever you want. I'm a huge advocate when it comes to that, but me personally, I would only really wear this in the spring and summertime. So Dior Homme Sport 2017, guys, definitely want to check out. And Sport 2021, this has a bit more masculinity to this, a lot more depth, a little deeper, a little more grown up. You get aldehydes, you get pink pepper, the elemi, you get some woody notes, you get that incense, I believe it's olibanum, and some amber, and obviously there's some lemon and bergamot in the top. So in the top, it's very invigorating as well, very refreshing, vivacious, right? They both carry that same characteristic when you first spray it on, but once you start getting to the mid and to the dry down, that's where you get that masculine feel to this fragrance. So it's a little more grown up, but it's still, it can be worn, for the younger crowd and older. You can't go wrong with this. But from the few times that I've worn this, I've really enjoyed this. The performance is fantastic on this one, and so it is on the 2017 version. They're both great performers. If you spray enough, if you spray your clothes, you're definitely gonna get some good longevity and a good scent bubble around you. But obviously this, compared to 2017, this has more a bit more better performance. So if that's something that you look for in a fragrance, where you just, you know, you want that performance, you want that longevity, you want that sillage, right, that scent bubble around you, if you want it to project off your skin, and that's what you want, then your best bet is just to go with the 2021. But overall, they are both fantastic, both fresh, but they go their separate routes once it starts drying down. Again, this is a little bit more juvenile, and this is a little bit more grown up. So, you know, pick your favorite, right? But to me, it is not redundant to own both of these. It is not. They're both completely different scents. And once you smell them, you'll see why. So my preference, my Dior Homme Sport favorite would be 2017. This to me is just a stunner, right? It's such a stud, and the fact that it's discontinued and you can't really find it anymore, it makes it a little more satisfying to own and to wear, knowing that, you know, not a lot of people out there are wearing this. But I'm not taking anything away from 2021. It's still a great fragrance, right? It really is. And above all, Dior Homme Sport, I can't wait to see what their next flanker is, their next acquisition to this line, because it's definitely a line that really grasps my attention. It captivates me when it comes to looking at the notes, doing my research on them. They just, it's never been a miss, in my opinion, when it comes to the sport flankers. But yeah, so that concludes the video, guys. If you own any of these, if you own both, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, I always want to hear your thoughts and opinions on the fragrances that I talk about, because it's always nice to, you know, interact with you guys about fragrances, right? Is what we love, is what we're here for, and that's what makes us happy, right? These fragrances, it's our therapy almost. But yes, guys, until next time, as always, take care.